Everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach, and see if he can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NBA Opinions of the Week. And each year we do this. Each year it gets more confusing, Austin, as we have the NBA All-Star Game.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it. Again, the only thing I've been watching the past, 5 years, the last All-Star Game I remember watching the entire thing was 2016 with Kobe versus LeBron. So that's, a decade ago. But this is interesting. There's 3 different All-Star teams. There's going to be 4 games. Each of the 3 teams play each other twice, and there'll be a championship game. It'll probably be decided by point differential. But, do you want to get into – let's do shooting stars first. What team do you think will win?
So, shooting stars under a different name. We're talking about shooting, and one team is Karl-Anthony Towns, the best shooter of all time, big man shooter of all time. I'm saying that sarcastically, just for the record. And then Jalen Brunson. I think those are 2 fantastic shooters. Compared to the other guys on the list, I think that was the easiest. That was my pick.
Yeah. Allen Houston's also competing, so those older guys are also competing apparently. But yes, I agree. Team Knicks wins. The other teams are Team All-Star, which is Richard Hamilton, Chet, and Scotty Barnes. Team Cameroon, which is like the Cameron Indoor Center for Duke, Corey Maggette, Jalen Johnson, and Conca Nipple. And then Team Harper, which is Ron Harper Jr., Ron Harper Sr., and Dylan Harper. But yeah, we both agree. I thought Team Knicks was by far the better choice of any of them, but that's a great pick. I'll go next into my dunk contest. The dunk contest contenders are Keyshawn Johnson, Jace Richardson, Jackson Hayes, and Carter Bryant. Who do you have winning?
So I wish I could go. There's a formula for this, but you never really seen these guys before this. That's kind of the biggest gripe with the All-Star game is just how poor the dunk contest has gone. So I went with vibes on this one, and I felt like based on vibes, I went with Jace Richardson from the Orlando Magic.
Okay. I went with Carter Bryant. I've seen Carter Bryant last year play at Arizona, and I thought that he's extremely athletic. Again, we had no basis for this other than I've seen him dunk before, so that's why I really went with the pick. But it's the hardest one to predict, in my opinion. I think it's even harder to predict the shooting stars, which is, if you guys don't know, it's like the skills contest, but shooting. It's basically a shooting contest. It's like skills because they eliminated the skills competition. But slam dunk, a lot of these guys don't play that many minutes. Jackson Hayes plays the most minutes out of any of them. But it really is the most vibes pick you could possibly go for.
Yeah. But then another one, you have the 3-point contest, which is funny this year. You have Damian Lillard participating as he still recovers from his Achilles injury.
I thought that was a typo, and I had to check that like 3 or 4 different times to make sure that he was actually competing. But let's just say I'm not taking Dame. The other contestants are Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Bobby Portis, Conca Nipple, Tyrese Maxey, Jamal Murray, and Norman Powell. I'll go for this one. I say Norman Powell. Of all these guys, Conca Nipple's also a great choice, but Norm takes a lot of shots this season. This is his first year that he is a NBA All-Star, and I think he does deserve it. There's maybe some other guys you could make arguments for, but Norm averages 23 points right now on roughly 40% from 3. last year shot 42%. Year before that, shot 44%, and I think, is going to be very, very compelled to try to win this in his first year as an All-Star.
Yeah, you make a good argument. I went with Devin Booker, who I think has in previous years done the 3-point contest, and I feel like this is his year with the Suns. But I think it's a unique list, and we've had previous participants. I know Donovan Mitchell a few years ago, but I went with Devin Booker and just kind of his experience and how he has shot the three.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think that the 3-point contest looks to be really good. I think Knipple has a good chance to win it. A lot of these guys look like, oh, they could win it, but I went with Norman Powell.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. And that's why it's the most exciting one of the entire weekend and could just be the only event they do. But let's go into the games where you have 3 different teams, but you have a final, which leads to 4 games. So it's going to be a repeat matchup. And I don't know how I feel about that. Because, Austin, one of the teams is Team World. So I'm not sure exactly of the qualifications, but I can
Not from the U.S.
Yeah, not from the U.S. So that includes Giannis, Luka, Shea, Jokic, and makes it pretty difficult for other
Yeah,
teams.
because I was like, Cat was born in the U.S., but he's technically Dominican American, so they gave it to him. So yeah, Giannis, Deni Avdija, Luka, Shea, Jokic, Jamal Murray, Alperen Sengun, Pascal Siakam, Cat, and Victor Wembanyama. Cat's the only like iffy one to me. All the other ones, I mean, Jamal Murray's from Canada, Shea's from Canada, Pascal Siakam is from. Is he from Senegal? Where's Siakam from? Let me check.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's Cameroon. That's right. I knew it was one of the good soccer countries.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we have Team Stripes. Stripes is Jaylen Brown, Jalen Brunson, Curry, who won't play, KD, Brandon Ingram, LeBron, Kawhi, Donovan Mitchell, and Norman Powell. And then Team Stars is Scotty Barnes, Devin Booker, Cade, Jalen Duren, Anthony Edwards, Chet, Jalen Johnson, and Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. So the first game is World versus Stars, and I have the World winning.
I also have that happening. I have World beating Stars.
And then that leads to the World facing the Stripes, and I have the World winning that one as well.
I agree.
Now, the next one is Stars versus Stripes, and I think this will be the most competitive, as that may get a hint who I have for winning the championship. But Stars and Stripes, I think, is going to be very difficult and a competitive game because they seem evenly matched compared to the World. But I have the Stripes winning that matchup.
Okay, I went with the Young Guns, which is the Stars.
That's why I think it's going to be the closest, because you do have Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Scotty Barnes. I think that could provide a very fun matchup, but I like the idea of Jalen Brunson with Jaylen Brown, as well as Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi Leonard, Donovan Mitchell. I think there's a lot of options that they can go with.
Okay, and then you hinted at it. You have the World winning?
Yeah, I have a World winning.
Okay, I actually have the Stars winning it. So the Stars are play instead of the Stripes. But I think whenever you have a team play each other twice, and they're also the young guys, I think the old guys aren't going to try out that hard, in my opinion. I just don't see it.
It is tough with Jokic and Luka on the same team. I don't think those two are going to try very hard. But I feel like Shea does.
Sure,
Shea,
but is Shea playing? He's hurt, I thought.
Oh, I thought he was playing.
Yeah, Shea's not playing. Shea's not playing, and Giannis isn't playing. So you're going to have Jokic and Luka just messing around the entire time. And sure, when you have Wemby, who said he's going to try, and you have a lot of other good players, I think they'll win the first time. But in the championship, I could see Anthony Edwards getting mad and Devin Booker putting the team on his back, and Cade and Durant, who obviously play together with the Pistons, obviously playing well. So that's the route I went.
Okay. All right. I hope it's exciting, but I will just mostly look at the score and see the highlights.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do as well.
All right. So that concludes this episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.